Well, hello there, Pisces. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the 17th through the 23rd of November. We have no cards in front of me. I did not do an overview. I'm trying something out, and I'm doing each week individually just to see how that plays out for us. If you really wanted an overview, please comment below and let me know that you were looking for that and you just can't find it. And then I'll explain. But here we go. The messages from my better angels are telling us that it's important for us to be really good neighbors this month. We need to consider our people without regard for their personal things that divide us, right? The things that are different about us don't matter. We need to stick with the similarities, okay? Anything that's similar about us is what we need to hang on to, okay? Because we are indeed in a place where the struggle might be real, and we want to be on the side of peace. So we're being peace. We are looking at our similarities. We're understanding that when a person is having a feeling, why they're having the feeling isn't anywhere near as important as that they're having that feeling, and you've had that feeling before. So now you can relate to them on the fact of the feeling itself. The why of it's pretty irrelevant, but you don't even have to do anything about what happened. All you have to do is say, you know, I'm really sorry you're feeling that way. Ice cream made me feel better when I felt that way, or whatever, so that you cannot try and get into arguments or fights with people about what they're feeling or why they're feeling it, because it's really irrelevant. Their feelings are feelings, and they have to feel them. So yes, we're going to help our neighbors. We're going to pick them up if they fall down. We are going to be pleasant and capable and useful in all these ways, and I think that's going to help a lot, okay? So excellent. Let's get into the cards. All right. No cards. We're starting from scratch, but we're using this wonderful magical Nordic tarot deck. Yay! This deck was given to me by my sister. Shout out to Miss Carol. Love her to death, and thank goodness she gave me these cards. They're gorgeous. Loving it. And they really work very well for these readings, so I'm enjoying the heck out of them. I hope you are too. So yeah, let's see. This is the first round of cards, which is going to be where we are. What's going on with us individually? Like, I mean, this is the status quo of where we are. The second round is going to be what's blocking us in each of the 12 houses, so to speak, since this is loosely based on the 12 houses of astrological chart. And of course, then the third round will be our solution in all of these wonderful areas. Last week, you made a lot of headway just simply by paring down your list of options and things that you do, so that you are like getting more specialized, which means that you're, number one, not being responsible for doing things that are a little out of your wheelhouse, and therefore just so many things going on at once. But now when you're specialized, you only need certain tools. You can show up and do your certain thing and then get out. You don't have to be in the thing from start to finish all the time. You can just do your project and be free. All right, so that's kind of fun. These are all the cards you get. Just 36. Wow, right? Okay, so let's look at who you are and what's going on with you personally inside your head during this particular week, the 17th to the 23rd. We have the Empress. You are feeling quite flush. You are feeling like whatever you wish for, it comes to you, okay? So this is very powerful. You're feeling very confident. I'm very glad to see that you've come through all of the other parts of last week and are feeling quite good. Excellent. You're making things happen, and it's really good. Knight of Pentacles, fighting for your finances. You still have some concerns about your money, and you're not really sure, 100% sure about how it's all going to come together, so you are a little bit nervous about that, okay? But you're confident in your decisions so far. You're not sure how it's going to get paid for, but you're definitely feeling like there's a foundation of love in the situation, so that no matter what's going on, you're feeling comfortable within, like, that you're still loved, okay? Whether we live or die in this situation, I'm still going to be loved. And I don't mean die. I mean, Whether we succeed or fail in this situation, I will still be loved. There. Perfect. Let's talk about what's going on with your money. All right? Ooh, there's movement and change. So things are changing and moving. I really hope that's going to be for the better. Let's see. Queen of Cups. There's an emotionally based feminine energy person who's going to be involved in the situation. Okay, so that's curious. I wonder what she's doing. Is it anything good? I feel like she's blocking. So that's interesting. Maybe she's blocking the movement. Because here we're talking about how all the hard work is over. So I guess what I'm getting is that you're moving the money away from where the Queen of Cups can get it so that she doesn't have access to it. Because I feel like she might have been overspending or something. So you moved it to a different place so that she's no longer having a touch at it, any access to it. And now the star is here saying, oh, absolutely. Now the hard work is over. Perfect. Now, that's pretty cool. If you were having a problem with somebody else having access to your account who was essentially draining it, I'm really glad you made this move. This is like a grown-up move to say, okay, I see your issue. I will have a separate account for this big money. I'll trickle in a little bit here and a little bit there into that little account so that you can have that and not die or not be feeling put out or without, but I'm not going to let you have access to thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay? Smart. Especially if your person is a bit of a gambler, right? We don't want to make sure that everything stays where it needs to stay and takes care of you. All right? So then here we have the communication department. All right? 9 of Cups. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Everything is getting squared away and feeling tight, right and tight. Because, you know, I really feel like you really fixed a situation like a hole in a bucket right here. So now your wishes are being fulfilled. Very nice. Yes, there's new information about the money that will... Nope, it's actually going to help you at this time because you have taken care of your business. You're going to get confirmation that everything is straight and secure, that you've done all the right stuff. So you're getting confirmation from your bank. And yeah, this is something to do with your relationship. Your relationship is here and it's all part of the plan. I feel like your relationship is okay. It doesn't feel like anything bad happened, but you're communicating with your partner that you've done this maneuver and you've made sure that there will always be money in that smaller account, but that she has access to, but you're making sure she also knows you're not going to have access to the bigger account. And that's fine. I think she's going to be okay. I think she needed boundaries. And now you're just putting in a boundary. And that's okay. Let's talk about family. All right. Foundation of your finances is a little bit mixed up with your family. So that's interesting. Maybe you do have a benefactor from your family. So maybe you ended up deciding to make him a partner, even though he's going to want like a private pool and all this other stuff and like a lot of, you're just going to have to put a limit on what he wants and when you can do it. All right. Because that King of Pentacles, right? Oh, there he is. So wait a minute. This is your family finances being squared away and solid, right? Your finances are squared away and solid within the family, all right? I do believe you're in charge of the money in your family. So this King of Pentacles showing up again to say, hey, I'd like to help out. I'd like to be a part of. Let me help, let me help, let me help. But the reality is he's blocking, okay? He will block you from staying in contact and in charge of your money. I think that he would end up superseding you. If he gave you a certain amount of money, he would be the person in charge then. And you don't really want that. So this guy's a block, all right? So the Page of Swords, you're going to get empowering information that tells you you really should stay out of that. Don't let that person get a hold of that because he will, number one, he'll put himself above you on the finances, right? And within the family, and then your foundation won't be strong, or it'll look strong, but you won't have any access to it, okay? And that means you're not having the control of the situation that you need to, all right? So don't do that, okay? Don't let him in. Now then, let's talk about your passions, the things that help you feel good about your life and what's going on. We're talking about your foundation and power. You like your foundation and power. You prefer to be the person in charge of the situation. It can be overwhelming sometimes, but you'd rather be overwhelmed and in charge than like underwhelmed and not in charge of anything, being told what to do. That's never good. So you're in charge. You're comfortable with that. The family seems quite pleased to see this. Okay, wait a minute. Some of your family is not quite pleased to see this, all right? So some of your family is still blocking you in being the person in charge. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Stand by. And there is an opportunity to sabotage your situation in this moment, which is super frustrating, and I don't want to see that for you. I'd like to see them help or appreciate what you're doing. Sorry about that. My throat is doing weird things. But I want you to appreciate, I want them to appreciate you. But I'm getting that they're not. The Ten of Cups, they're all coming together. This gathering of family have decided that you being in charge doesn't make them as happy as they want. So they're probably rallying to try and get the King of Pentacles back in play, which is unfortunate. And you need to pull each one aside a little at a time, I think, and then share the information you have about what's going on with each one individually so that they will have the information they need. And make sure it's the same information you're sharing with everybody, but one at a time, so that they can have their voice, but not you know, all gang up on you at once, because that's no good. All right, now then, let's talk about work. All right, what's going on at work for you? There's the gift of love in the situation. This could be a crush that you're having on a client, or a crush you might have on a coworker at work. So be careful about that stuff. It can get a little messy. Having emotions and thoughts and feelings about other people is definitely going to put a damper on things, okay? You are the person in charge. You have more responsibility coming your way. Some responsibilities will block you. But this case, no, you're not blocked in this situation. So you have this gift of a crush. You have this crush is actually a big old distraction for you. So I know that it's actually one of the happy moments that you're having during this weird freaking week where your family is acting really crazy and stuff. But you do have responsibilities that are pulling you back from it. You're going, hey, I'm going to block you from your crush by giving you too much responsibility right now, which is kind of a good thing. So let that be good. And then get into your foundation. Create your foundation. Let your foundation be strong and solid and safe, okay? And if you can get this person off working somewhere else, it'll be less of a distraction, okay? Now let's talk about your health, all right? This is also your health department. You're getting very good news about your health and your heart. So the good things are going really well. This is a gift. Awesome. There's new information about ways and means to do more, to do better. So you can be stronger if you want to. All you got to do is the new stuff that they tell you to do, okay? And you will choose it. And you will create a stronger foundation for yourself because you are going to feel so much better. You know that. And you want to feel better. You want to feel confident and capable and able no matter what's going on. So congratulations on your health. Let's talk about your relationships. What's going on with your relationship and your partnerships, okay? Three of Cups. You're going to have a little shindig, just you and her. You and your partner. You're going to have a little party. I think you guys are celebrating the fact that you didn't back down with your family. And in fact, you've worked it all out with your family without sabotaging anyone except that guy. Because they don't really see the fact that this guy is going to cut you out when you're the one who actually benefacts your family in different ways and different times. You know, the one who's giving out those small loans when they need it. He's not going to do that. He says he will, but he's not gonna. He just wanted to have full control of the money. So you're partying, you're having a good time, you're celebrating your wins. Well done. A like-minded gentleman, fella, is probably going to get in the way of you having your shindig here. So postpone this meeting with this person until later. You know, hey, bud, I'll talk to you I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to have a party. It won't take long, but you're going to have a good time, okay? So, indeed, the Seven of Cups is all about sharing the love, sharing the fun, appreciating the options and the possibilities that come from this beautiful option, this beautiful thing that you guys are doing. So you're definitely on the same page with your partner, and that is super cool. I love that very much for you. Don't forget to get back to your buddy over here, because he does want to talk to you. He just needs better timing. So let's talk now about what you're going to let go of. All right, what are you letting go of? Hierophant. The Hierophant is talking about a certain amount of structure that you may need to release some version of the structure. Maybe you have a building. Maybe you have a building that you purchased or rented for the purposes of doing like all the different many facets of your job that you were thinking of doing last week, but you whittled it down to just 2. And now you don't need this big structure, you need a much smaller structure. So you're going to release the bigger structure so that you can get something smaller that's more appropriate to the job. And this is very much so you bossing up and saving money and doing the right things. It's going to be great. You're going to have a good time with that. That is going to be awesome. This is very good, smart moves. Letting go of a big building, getting a smaller building. And people said you couldn't do it. People said you couldn't do this. So you got old tapes still cruising around in there. You still need to show you've grown and you are smarter and more capable. You've broken the tapes. You've grown. Now you need to show people that you grew, okay? This is your opportunity to show people that you've grown and that you can manage this stuff and take care of business, all right? So that's very cool. Let's talk about travel and movement. Hey, let's talk about that travel and movement. What's going on there? We have the 8 of Cups. We are going to be walking away from somebody, taking a trip. This might just be a short trip without your wife or your husband or your partner, whatever that is. Whoever your person is, you're going to take a solo trip or maybe a trip just with your friends. So you're not going to take everybody. You're going to leave somebody behind, and that is how it goes sometimes. You may have to fight for your power in this situation, or fighting for your power in this situation will block you from moving through. So it's more about, you don't want it to be a power move. This is a power move. This is really just you wouldn't enjoy it anyway, okay, kind of thing. So it's just trying to explain, instead of doing it in a powerful, you're not invited kind of way, we will do it in the, oh honey, it's just going to be me and the girls all gabbing all night long, and you really don't want to be a part of that. So you want to do it like that, you know? Make it less exciting for them, and they will be less interested in going, all right? Because you're working on your dreams and goals, and your dreams and goals will be better realized in a situation where you can just relax with your peeps and do your thing, and you can brainstorm with your partner or with somebody else, whoever you're with on this trip. You're going to be able to brainstorm the situation and come up with big solutions. All right, very, very cool. Love that. What's going on here in the ambition department? What's your cup of coffee? What's getting you up in the morning this week? This fabulous week of the 17th through the 23rd. Oh yeah, we have the sun. Fabulous. Something new and fabulous and interesting. You're learning new stuff. You're excited to go and learn it. Maybe you're going on a work trip to go and learn some stuff, and you're very excited about it. It's going to help your dreams and goals. It's going to be boring for somebody else to go with you, and absolutely super fun for you to go alone and have a good time. Hello, let the sun shine in. The door is opening. You're going to have a great time through the door. I think the door will open for you, and it will be very beneficial to move through this possible door. It's going to teach you more stuff about how to do what you want to do. Use very good judgment when you walk through that door, okay? So there's a little questionable fidelity situation going on here. I'm just going to say it out loud. There's some questionable fidelity situations, so you may have created a situation where you could be free, and more available to other folksies. So keep that in mind as you're walking through this, and use your better judgment in this situation. Make sure you're going through businessy doorways and not so much other people's bedroom doorways. All right, Pisces. Oh, Pisces, Pisces. So hot, so ridiculous. Okay. Very caliente, my Pisces. And you're a water sign. What's up with that? So let's talk about your friends. What's going on with your friends? So you have a friend who's very much so wanting to be large and in charge. He's very much so particular about how he likes things done. This guy here is going to be trying to create an idea or push his plan. He's very particular about how he likes things done. And of course the Five of Swords is here blocking, because you need to keep taking your power back and keeping this person from trying to create a situation where he's in charge, because you don't need conflicting situations. So you're going to stay in charge. You're going to let your Five of Swords block him, because that's somebody else. That's not you. And indeed, you're going to fight for your ideas. All right? You're going to fight for your ideas, but in a very smart way. So it's not really sword against sword with your friend. It's more like, okay, I appreciate that you want to do this. You might have to find somewhere else to do this, because I just can't do this. Okay? If he may find a way to be, if he has a special skill, you might be able to use him as a subcontractor. But the truth is, he's going to have to go and get his own crew, his own thing, and be his own boss and do his own thing, right? So if he wants to be a part of what you're doing, and you will only hire him whenever somebody wants a pool, like, okay, well, I have a guy who can do pools, and then you bring him in. But how often do you get the guy who does pools? There was a reason you let these things go, because you don't get the call for pools very often. So, you know, it's going to be what it is, but you educate him on what he can do and how that could work. But you should fight for your ideas to stay in charge of your situation, because he's wanting to boss up and like, here, I'll just head up the wing in your own business. It's like, no, my business isn't going to do that anymore. But if they ask me for a pool, I'll call you. How's that? You have your own business card and your own thing, and then you are separate and getting paid separately from me. That would be better. Okay? That's good. I don't think you will want or need a finding fee. I think you'll be happy to be separated from it. You'll have the ability to take care of your insurance better and easier, and all those bonds and things, if you don't have that other person affiliated with your situation. And I know this reading sort of seems about men sometimes, but it's really, women can be doing all these same things and having all these same issues, but it's just sort of funny how that always works out for me in my head. Apologize. It's for everybody, right? Everybody that's a Pisces can get in on all this good stuff. All right? So, this is an area where we have the unknown cards that represent more than one of the 11 houses. And so they hang out over here. So let's talk about what's going on over there. There's something else you need to let go of and consider the possibility that it was never appropriate for you at all. Okay? So, there will be some growth in that department, and I feel like it's speaking very much to this situation that could go sideways for you. So be aware of that, and of course the movement and travel situation, okay? So don't sabotage your perfectly fabulous relationship situation, okay? Your relationship is going well. Don't mess it up now. Eight of Pentacles. Working, working, working. Working, working, working. You're always working. And yes, working is all over this place. And the fact that you found a time and a place when you could actually go and not work is interesting. So keep that in mind, that working would actually be smarter for you right now. But you're definitely needing a break. But maybe you should go for a hike in the woods or something, instead of off to this place where they're going to teach you stuff. Because I don't know what they're exactly teaching you. Be careful, all right? Be careful, because we want you to be winning. This is the Nine of Pentacles, and every area of your world here, you're going to have opportunities to win here with money and communication, with your family and your passions here. You're definitely working towards definitely winning with your relationship, and even in release if you handle it correctly. So you can do all of these things correctly and come out winning, all right? The Nine of Pentacles is about you having plenty of money all the time, no matter what, okay? Perfect. You're doing a good job, okay? Smart guys, smart gals, everybody's doing the right things. Very excited to see this for you. So, indeed, what a wonderful week you're having. Please leave me a comment and let me know how it's residing in you and in your heart, if you're receiving it properly. And, of course, if you would like and subscribe, it would really help. If you want to leave a comment, I will get back to you myself. It was super cool, and I'm super glad to see you here. And I appreciate all of you so much. I love you guys. We will talk next week about the 24th through the 30th. Thank you so much, Pisces.